Independent comics are the future. As in, here's Comic Book Man and Bo with Indie News, right now.
Go to hell!
Indie Comic Book News, episode 38, The Spiffy Difference.
Hey folks, how you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video outhouse. It's time for
Independent News.
Oh, it's Indie News time. And we're here in the Indy Alley doing Indie News, and the Indy Alley is located in alternate reality. See right there. Which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood, alternate reality, where all new comics are 15% off every day for everyone, including Devil's Due, which we no longer carry here at the store because they're not being carried by Diamond. Devil's Due and their Hack Slash, which we are carrying because it's at Image now. It's at Image now.
So
what's the story on Devil's Due's
Hack
Slash?
In October, we're going to get a big-ass graphic novel, which is called the Hack Slash.
Called the Big-Ass Graphic
2010 Murder Messiah.
Why doesn't somebody do the big-ass graphic novel?
I think that's the plan. But, you know, you got that last Devil's Due story, and you have that first image issue of Hack Slash. It'll tell what happened between those two events. And the ongoing series of Hack Slash will begin in either December
Oh, you know you want to know.
January.
Okay.
He wants to know.
I
got to know!
And until then, find some way to occupy your time. I know it'll be hard, but try to find some way to occupy yourself.
Dancing.
You only have so many years to live on this planet, so find a way to use the time
Get all your
judiciously.
original Hack Slash books and sit down and read them. And by the time you get done reading them, one word at a time, 1 hour a day, it'll be December before you know it.
Don't step in front of a bus.
Kurt Busiek, Dale Gregory, Scott Goodwinski. Did I say that right, Goodwinski?
That's right.
Okay. Are doing a series of boom called, oh, this is one of the stupidest names for a book I've ever heard. You take it, Bo.
Dracula, the Company of Monsters.
And they're on the New York Stock Exchange.
The basic point behind the series is
It's a monster company! It's a monster company!
there's a corporation out there that resurrects Dracula. They basically hold him against his will.
Why do they do this?
Because if you have Dracula, we
Yes.
can take over other companies. Of course, the flaw to this plan is that Dracula will find a way to get out, and he'll kill all of you. But hey,
Dracula. So bring Dracula back to life, and they'll say, "What is his cell phone?"
That's the same thing in BP used when they drilled deep.
and from what I heard, he's going to be wearing a harness which stops him from killing everyone.
One more time, Goblin. Actually, he snugged up around his sack.
Dracula doesn't have a sack. He's a vampire.
Of course he has a...
They don't have sex. They bite you.
Next up, at C2E2, it was announced that a Swedish vampire novelist, and we did this story at C2E2, Swedish novelist is doing something with something.
Let the right one in.
And they kicked us out.
Let the right one in is going to be adapted into. It's being adapted into an American film. An American film, which is just going to be called Let Me In. Dark Horse is going to do a prequel to this film called Let Me In, and it'll. This is kind of weird.
Hey, this is a good story.
Okay. Let Me In is going to come out in theaters in October.
Yes.
The limited series.
This is supposed to be a good movie. You might be reviewing this.
The limited series setting up this movie will be coming out in December. Does that make any sense to you? Mark Andreyko's going to write it.
Repeat the part after at C2E2.
At C2E2, we chose that Dark Horse picked up the rights to.
I was kidding. Jesus, God in heaven!
You can ask me why the sky is blue.
Touch your nose with your toe.
So anyway, Mark Andreyko, Patrick Reynolds are doing it. It'll tie into the film. It'll take place before the film comes out. Yada 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 yada. Last story.
That was the best story you've done so far today.
Yada yada.
Last story we got Spawn 200, which is so
whatever
late.
the hell it shipped.
So late you would have no earthly clue as to how late this thing is.
192.
And 201 is also so miserably late.
Well, you can't ship 201 till you ship 200.
I think they're on 194. I think.
Okay, so they got
I'm not
6
sure.
issues to go. So that means the new team on Spawn's got so much of a head start that when they ever get around to shipping 201, it'll actually ship on time.
When the next Superman movie's in theaters, look for Spawn 200.
Will Carlton's going to write
196. 196.
Szymon Kudranski is going to draw it. He drew an issue of Manhunter. The first arc will have the current Spawn, Jim Dowling, face off against the old and well-known Spawn villain, the Clown.
Oh, I loved him in that first movie.
So the
He
plan
was eating
is
pizza with maggots in it.
well. The plan is that when the new team takes over a year and a half from now, or maybe in 2015, Todd's going to draw very little of the book, which means it actually would fit a shipping schedule.
Why is he drawing any of it in the first place?
Because
why they let him near it?
Because it's his character.
Oh yeah.
You can tell the guy who created the character you can't draw it.
You can tell him he's incompetent.
He says he's got a complicated life.
Oh, we all have complicated
Which basically
lives.
means he should
I
have
managed to get the store open every day with my complicated
Which means
life.
Todd should have went, I got a complicated life. I don't have time to draw this thing. I'm running the company. I want to let other people draw the book. And then the sucker would ship on time. When's the last time the book shipped on time?
Ladies and gentlemen, Angry
When? When was the last time that book shipped on time?
1997.
I
don't know. I don't know.
Let's see. Guyman was working on it. Alan Moore was working on it. Brian Bendis was working on it. And the book shipped on time because Todd had nothing to do with it except doing the covers.
Well, Todd
get a clue.
Todd has had nothing to do with the actual production of that book for quite some time.
He's drawing this.
He's
inking.
200's the anniversary issue, so he's coming in and he's doing some work on that. But he's had very little to do with the book over the last 50, 60 odd issues. Even before then. And the book has been relatively on time during that interim. Now it's off the rails again, just like it was in its first couple of years.
6 issues late. 6 months behind so far.
So anyway, that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more indie news. But that's right, you at home, gentle viewer, can go to the store's website and check out all of his indie comic news that he sends me that I post up. And where is the store's website at?
Sarah knows.
Am I going to have to hold your hand forever? www.myalternatereality.com.
Who cares?
So stop off at the store's website and check out all of the news that Bo sends me that I post up. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is not the internet sensation that nobody gives a crap about.
Jesse Slaughter.
Yeah, see?
Jesse Slaughter. His dad's coming after me. His dad's coming.
No, the cyber police.
Consequences.
Cyber
He's
police.
calling the cyber police and the state police. And the state police.
And the Boy Scouts.
And the Boy Scouts.
And the Avengers.
They're all got to come after me. So until next time, bye! The hero of the month this month at Alternate Reality is the Star Spangled Avenger himself, Captain America. That's right, all my Captain America trades are 25% off all month long. Hardcovers, softcovers, Masterworks, Essentials, everything that's a Captain America trade paperback is 25% off all month long here at Alternate Reality.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.